That's right, you guys. It's day 3 of the search and rescue effort going on to find 9-year-old Justin Brown. Justin went missing along with his brother, 6-year-old Jason Brown, Sunday after the ATV they were riding flipped right here at this spillway. This is the Magmy Creek Spillway where it connects to Luxapalala, just about 50 feet down. Apparently the ATV they were going was trying to cross this area, and you could see the flow of the water is super fast. You could probably hear it, the flow of the water. Now we're told there were way more occupants on the ATV than should have been, and coupled with that and the flow of the water, the ATV flipped over. Now the efforts today should be a lot of the same as yesterday. Crews will be going up and down the Luxapalala with sonar equipment, and they're going to be also checking the nets. They've set up nets at key parts along the creek to hopefully catch the body of Justin Brown. Now, last night, over 150 community members, friends, family, and strangers came out for a candlelight vigil in support of the family, and that's not the only type of support they've been getting. Aside from the command center that's been set up with search and rescue personnel, there's also been a volunteer center set up, and I'm going to have plenty on that efforts a little later on midday, and probably the 5, 6, 9, and 10 newscasts for WCBI. We'll continue to keep you updated on the efforts of this tragic story that took place on Sunday. I'm Paulo Salazar, live in Columbus. Back to you in the studio.
WCBI's Paulo Salazar is one of those. He's right in the middle of all that Super Bowl excitement. He joins us from New Orleans.
That's right, you guys. I'm live in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I'm here bringing you a behind-the-scenes look at what it took for CBS to put on a production like this. They've rented out the entire Jackson Square for their Super Bowl park. They've got 5 different stages with all the shows like The Talk, the Craig Ferguson Show, which you can hear going on as I speak, among more. Jim Rome's here, CBS Early News is here, CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley is here. They're all broadcasting live leading up to the Super Bowl, which is between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens, which will be going on Sunday here in New Orleans. I've got all access, bringing you the very latest of all the sounds and action going on here in New Orleans. Stay tuned to WCBI for the very latest. For now, you guys, I'm Paulo Salazar, New Orleans. I'm going to send it back to you in the studio where it's probably a little less noisy.
The search continues along the Luxapalala for a missing boy after a weekend ATV accident.
WCBI's Paulo Salazar joins us live now with more on the recovery efforts. Paulo?
That's right, you guys. I'm live on the banks of the Luxapalala Creek where the search and rescue is underway for 9-year-old Justin Brown. Now, one of the big stories has been all the support that has come out to help find this little boy. Joining with me right now is the volunteer coordinator, Kelly Ray, who has been in the midst of it all. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's a tough time. Tell me a little bit about all the efforts that we have going on. I know we've got a packed house behind us.
We do. These are volunteers. People are coming out here. They're giving us anything and everything that we asked. We just had an anonymous giver that donated the casket pieces for the little boy, and on behalf of the family, they want to say thank you to whoever it was. But we've had boats. People have donated their boats and just dropped them off and said, here, take them. They've donated gas. People are coming and getting the gas jugs and steadily going and filling them up. They're bringing us marine oil.
And I know we're needing some marine spotlights, not flashlights, but the spotlights.
Right, the ones that plug up either to the battery or in a cigarette lighter, yes.
Now, we're in day 3 of that search. Tell me a little bit about what crews are doing right now. I see boats and jet skis going up and down the creek.
They're walking up and down the creeks. They're on boats. They're on ATVs. They're on four-wheelers. They're doing everything they can, searching anywhere and everywhere. They're not looking in just the water. They're looking in the woods. They're looking everywhere. We've still not given up.
Well, I know the businesses in the Friendly City, really coming up to its name, has really stepped up. They're on like a little break right now. We're having lunch, but we've had food, drinks, all kinds of donations out here.
We have had so much. I mean, I don't know. I mean, people that I've never heard of, businesses I didn't even know were around, are donating. We've gotten chairs. People donated their time, their money, effort, anything and everything.
Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for all that you're doing.
Thank you.
Search will continue, guys, into the night. A lot of the people, the volunteers, they're not just stopping there. They're working well into the night hours. WCBI will continue to keep you updated of the very latest. For now, I'm Paulo Salazar, live on the banks of the Luxo-Palila Creek. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
Every year, WCBI recognizes the top 2 students in each class from around the region.
We are shooting a salute to those students starting today. WCBI's Paulo Salazar is live at the shoot now. We'll go to him live. Paulo?
That's right, you guys. I'm in beautiful downtown Columbus, where the weather couldn't have been any better. We're here for one of our big shoots where WCBI likes to salute the valedictorians and salutatorians from throughout the region. If you're a loyal WCBI viewer, you've seen all the promos of our best of the class. And join with me right now is one of those best of the class, Jenna Stanford. Jenna, thank you so much for joining us. You've gone through 12 years of school. You've obviously excelled at it. What's next for you?
Well, I've really enjoyed my years at Sullivan High School, but I'm looking forward to attending Mississippi State University in the fall and pursuing a degree in biological sciences.
And we were talking just a moment ago, a fellow Texan right here, like to give you a special salute for that. And best of luck at Mississippi State. Go Bulldogs, right?
Thank you. Hail State.
There you go. Well, that does it for me out here. The weather's great, guys. We've got the video shoot going on right now. The promos are going to actually begin towards the end of the month, so look for those on WCBI. That does it for me. Paulo Salazar live in Columbus. Back to you in the studio.
Paulo Salazar is live at Boys State now with more. Paulo?
That's right, you guys. I'm live on the campus of Mississippi State University, and we're here about a program called Boys State. And it's all geared about teaching seniors, high school seniors, about government and what it all goes entail to electing a mayor, alderman. And it's a week-long program, and they're all going up for some big bucks. Joining with me right now is second-year staffer Eric Bennett. Eric, thank you so much for joining us. And you can hear the crowd in the back. The students are getting really riled up for programs this morning. Tell me a little bit about just what's it all involved in this week?
Well, this week the main focus is teaching them how the election process works. They run for offices anywhere from mayor and alderman of their city to sheriff, county judge to their counties, all the way up to governor, and secretary of state, and attorney general. So we teach them the primary election, okay. And then once you get the nomination for your party, you're running in the general election. It's nationalists versus federalists as the 2 parties. And so they're learning, they get to do a debate, they get to do speeches, they're having to do networking with everybody, campaigning, so they're learning those skills.
I'm seeing signs all over, so they're actually they're campaigning.
They're going all out. And then these skills are going to be with the contacts they make here, they'll keep the rest of their life. And we're not just trying to train future politicians of Mississippi. We're trying to train them to be great leaders, whether they go into politics, law, business, teaching, whatever they go into. They get the experience here, and we're giving out at least $100,000 in scholarships.
That's some big bucks.
It is. This is the first year we've been able to offer this much to everybody. We're trying to make sure no matter what, they're just the office they get elected to, they get money to the various universities in the state.
And Eric, this is the largest class we've had thus far in a decade. Is that correct?
Our final count for this year was 369 students.
Wow. And what are we hoping for them to take away from this? When this is all said and done, what are we hoping that they go back to their school and carry on?
Well, we want to make sure, first of all, that they're informed. They know they'll understand the process of the election system in the United States after having lived it for a week. And not only this, the contacts they make here, so they'll carry with them no matter if they go to USM state, they may go out of state. They'll constantly meet contacts because every single state does a Boys State program.
Eric, thank you so much for joining us. A lot of good information, and this program will be going on all week. For now, I'm Paulo Salazar live on the campus of MSU. I'm going to send it back to you two in the desk.
Paulo Salazar is at Frisco Park in Amory with the newly elected mayor, Brad Blaylock.
Let's go there now to see how he's planning to adjust to his new role. Paulo?
That's right, you guys. I'm live in Amory on this Wednesday morning. Well, we've gone through the primary elections. We've had the runoffs just yesterday where several mayoral and alderman seats were up for grabs. I'm joined with me now is the newest mayor here at Amory, Brad Blaylock. Brad, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you very much.
We had a big turnout yesterday.
We did. I was very pleased with the turnout and so thankful that everybody did come out and so thankful for the votes.
And you were up against former Mayor Thomas Griffith, who lost by 37% in the runoff. And he was mayor for quite a while.
That's correct. He has a long history with this town, and I was very thankful to him as well for running a clean campaign.
Tell me a little bit about the reasoning behind, I know you're an attorney, why did you decide to get in the political arena?
Well, I'm vested here. I live here. I've worked here. I'm raising a family here. I want what's best for our town. I think I have a toolkit that can hopefully make that happen.
Tell me a little bit about the election process for you, being at your first go-round in this thing.
It's been great. I've been really enjoyed getting out and campaigning, meeting people that I didn't already know. People have been extremely supportive, and I've been so happy during this process. Like I said, my opponents ran a clean campaign. I've really thoroughly enjoyed it.
And I guess final question: what are you looking forward to accomplish in your term here in Amory?
Well, our community, like so many others, we need some jobs. We need some industry. And I'm looking forward to working as hard as I can to recruit new industry, recruit new jobs, and maintain what we already have. I'm very excited about that, and that'll be top priority during my administration.
Well, it's got to be exciting. You guys are positioned in a great spot with the waterway and the highway. Congratulations on the big win. Brad Blaylock, the newest mayor here in Amory, he's going to be taking over for incumbent Howard Boozer, who decided not to run this term. And it's going to be some exciting stuff here in Amory. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio. Back to you, Bill.
We now go live to WCBI's Paulo Salazar at Columbus High at the Parent Volunteer Fair. Paulo?
That's right, Andrea. I'm live at Columbus High School, where in less than an hour, the Columbus Municipal Schools is hosting its very first ever Parent Volunteer Fair. Now, research shows that parents who get involved in their child's education and school life do much better. Now, tonight's event's going to have plenty of booths available for information for parents who want to get involved. And join with me now is new principal Jill Savely of Columbus High School. Jill, thank you for joining us. Tell me, what are some of the things that parents can expect to find when they come to the fair tonight?
Well, we have lots of vendors from the community. We have the 100 Black Men from the community. We have the police department. We have Sylvan Learning Center, and about 15 others that are going to share with parents what they can do to get involved with their students and how those vendors can help our students and our parents here in the community.
Now, you've been an educator for quite a while, and you know what it takes to have a student succeed. How important is it for a parent to get involved and volunteer their time to see their parents actually active in school life?
Parent involvement is huge. We know that when parents are involved, students are always more successful. And we see parent involvement a lot in the elementary schools, and then as they get into middle school and high school, sometimes that parent involvement drops off a little bit, but it's important all the way through high school to make sure that our students are successful.
Well, parents, we need your help, so get out here and help volunteer. There's going to be plenty of information going on tonight. You don't want to miss. The event starts at 6 and goes until 8. Andrea, back to you at the desk.
All right, Paulo Salazar live tonight at Columbus High School.